Go ahead and minimize that, and volume mixer, go ahead and switch over to Kerbal. Here we go. Ah! Alright. Why can't I start the game? Okay, I can't start the game. Fine. We'll try reloading it. Run. And check it on. Hey, there we go. Hopefully it works this time. It says somebody's watching, although I think in my experience oh, cool. Now it's working. Hey, we get. Hey-oh. There we go. Start game. Resume saved. Live stream. Load. Okay, if I recall correctly, we were going to go to the moon and to Minmus all in one mission. Well, 2 launches, 1 mission. I think I called it Big Mun. And there we go. And this is the ship that we're using. We will go ahead and attach some doohickeys, you know, because you need doohickeys to go to the moon. You know, like that. Right. And yeah. Actually, what I think I'm going to do, just to give it a bit more oomph, yeah, yeah, that looks good. Now just to even that up, like so. Just by clicking on those. Boom, boom. Alright. So, those are powerful boosters. Although they're fuel will be consumed fairly quickly. Go ahead and attach some fuel lines here. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That seems to be working. Going to put that on the top in case something goes wrong. We're going to need those. Alright. And then yeah, there we go. Okay. So those boosters on the side will be feeding the core and then detach all at once. And let's calculate how long it's going to take for those boosters to detach. So we are feeding fuel at 18.64 fuel per second. 18.64, 18.642 plus. We've got two of these engines that are going to be firing at the same time. That's 3.61. 3.611 plus 3.611. Okay, so it's consuming fuel at 25.864. And what we have here is 1,440 liquid fuel. Okay, so divided by 1,440, and then take the reciprocal of that if my damn phone wasn't so stubborn. Okay, reciprocal. So it's going to take 55.675 seconds for that fuel to run out. And so we're going to take the BAC solid fuel booster and let's see. So the amount of fuel that it has. So it's going to take, we got to have fuel consumption at 14.728 per second. So this is at 19.423. So we're going to divide by 19.423. We get 75.8% thrust. Will detach. Will be pretty much perfect. There we go. So we did a little bit of math, and what I basically figured out is that these solid rocket boosters here on the side will detach at the exact same time that these fuel tanks become empty. So let's add some struts just to make the thing a bit more solid. Solid. Okay. Let's go ahead and attach them there and there. Okay, that's good. Add another strut. So we got struts connecting our solid rocket motors to the core of the body. We're going to click on those. So force percent, excellent. Rigid attachment, let's turn that on. Enable crossfeed, don't need to. Rigid attachment on. Rigid attachment on. Let's go auto to strut, heavy, auto strut to the heaviest part, auto strut to the heaviest part, just to make things extra rigid with this rocket. Okay, this, I'm going to save this part here as a sub-assembly. And save it here. Big Kahuna. Heavy left stage. So That should work. That should get us to orbit with plenty of fuel left over. Now, since we can do a refueling mission, we might as well launch this. I think the center core will take us most of the way to the moon, and we'll just have to get the rest of the way with the upper body, which, you know, I do have the option of, you know, refueling. That's what we'll do. We'll do a rendezvous and refuel around the moon. So we're going to have some tourists here. So who's going to the moon? You are not going to the moon. Rickkin Tanless. Tanless is going to the moon. Alright. And you are not, and you are not. What the hell is going on here? Why would it suddenly minimize? That's very aggravating. Okay. Eileen. Eileen is going to the moon. Alright, come on, Eileen. Let's go to the moon. Malpond's travel. Malpond? It's going to the moon. Okay. Not going to... Jokus. Jokus is going to the moon. You other two tourists, you gotta wait till the next flight. Okay. Let's see. I am going to have... I've got power generated. I think I've got everything. I do want to... Alright. Action groups. On abort, which is backspace, we undock the node, or decouple the node, and activate the engine at the same time. And then when I hit brakes, no. We don't decouple that node. We decouple that. And then when I hit brakes, I activate engine and decouple that node. There we go. Alright. This should fly towards the moon. Stroke shoots first. Okay, staging is set. Let's go ahead and put on a couple of launch stability enhancers. Put them right on this part like so. Rotate it a little bit like so. These will go up with the engines. Alright. This is one heck of a rocket. Oh, I'm thinking we do one more little thing here to make sure that these don't wobble around too much. We got struts there. Alright. So, we can abort if we need to. Got a powerful rocket, should get us to orbit. These will fire while it's firing. I'm gonna do gimbal locked on both of those. Okay, we can free that gimbal with an action group. Let's do lights. If I toggle the lights, free gimbal. Toggle gimbal. We'll do that. Okay. I like having the lights on this thing. It's kind of cool. So we will do that. Alright, Big Mun. You're going. You're going for it, man. Go ahead and launch you. Okay. Alright, Jeb. Take these tourists to space. You know what? I'm gonna warp until the morning. Just because you could see a lot better. It's beyond morning. Woo! Barely enough acceleration. But as we rise into the atmosphere, our specific impulse increases and we get more thrust. Our spacecraft becomes lighter. Oh man, I do not have enough thrust on this thing. I gotta go with that mainsail rocket next time. What a beautiful separation. That was awesome. Although I am... Oh, I am speeding up. Excellent. Alright, alright. So, it looks like I'm gonna, I think, get to orbit, but not a lot further than that with that fuel tank. but I definitely am going to be able to drop myself into a low lunar orbit with this lander. We're going to jettison the escape tower here in a minute once we get out of the atmosphere. There we go. So, I'm going to wait till that timer reaches about 15 seconds and then light up the engines, because it should not take us much longer than that to circularize. Let's go ahead and light it up at 20. Let's go down to 15, 17, 16, 15. Okay, circularized in space. I'm going to be taking a brief break. I will be back later tonight to continue with part 8 of Kerbal Space Program live stream.